Libby Matthews is one half of Julia and Libby, a sister duo that have earned fans across the nation with their healthy recipes. Their positive messages about food, fitness and beauty are inspiring people to pay more attention to what they put in their bodies.
And she's joining us right now. How are you, Libby?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Very good, and I'm a big fan of yours. Like, I follow you online everywhere. What started your passion for healthy food?
Well, initially I was actually studying, I was living in Australia at the time and I was studying fashion. And I moved back to New Zealand and I realized that this is not what I wanted to study. And I was trying to be a lot healthier. So I looked into studying nutrition and I got into the course, and it's probably the best decision I've ever made.
And so you decided to take what you were learning and sort of spread the message, and it's growing hugely. Like, you have so many followers. What do you think it is that people love about it?
I don't know. It's still quite weird. People love all the healthy recipes.
Yeah.
Always have like a lot of great feedback about that.
And like, I know I try to eat gluten, dairy and sugar-free because it just makes me feel better. And you have all these amazing recipes that suit people with, you know, weird food needs like mine. Where do you get those ideas from?
You know, if I see something, like when I go out, I always try to make a healthier version of it. So for example, we've got sugar-free Snicker bars. Snicker bars are like my favorite chocolate bars. So we try to make a healthier version of them that don't have any refined sugar and that are dairy-free. So, you know, we always find inspiration from other meals and then try and recreate it.
Yeah, and you've been working on a recipe book. What's that experience been like?
Crazy. So very, very busy and stressful, but quite worth it. So we actually just handed everything in for it now. I went over to Sydney for a month in March, and Julia and I had to come up with about 70 recipes.
Wow.
And then a month ago we had to remake all the recipes and shoot them all with the photographer, and yeah, so it's been awesome.
And so you work with your sister, but she does live over in Sydney at the moment, so how do you collaborate?
I feel like we maybe talk more now that she lives in Sydney than when she lived in Auckland. But we Skype almost every day. We're always texting, always calling. Yeah, which is really good. So yeah, I have to speak to her all the time about stuff that we're going to put up and recipes that we're going to make.
And it's cool. It feels like your brand is global, because I can follow you online and sometimes you'll be overseas and you get to take all your fans and followers with you. Have you noticed that eating healthily has changed your mood?
Definitely. Even now, if I go out and have, you know, if I indulge and have, you know, a piece of cake or some ice cream, I'll feel good for about 5 minutes, and then maybe half an hour later I'm going to feel tired and I'll be in a bad mood. So definitely eating healthy has increased my energy levels. I don't feel as tired during the day. I sleep so much better at night. So yeah.
There are millions of reasons to switch to your way of eating, but for a lot of people, I mean, it is expensive. It's so much cheaper to go down to the dairy and get a pie for $2 than it is to make your own little rice balls and stuff like that. So what advice would you give to people who are trying to eat healthily on a budget?
I think even like growing your own veggies, you know, if you've got a piece of, if you've got room in your garden, grow your own veggies, go to the markets on the weekends and get fresh fruit and vegetables. It's so cheap. Go to like your local butcher, or even go to the fish markets and get your meat and fish there, and it's a lot cheaper. Great
advice, and you're supporting the locals as well when you do that.
Exactly.
So very cool. Hey, I want to play a wee quick game with you called Fast Food. Just answer as quickly as you can. Whatever comes into your head. Any foods that you hate?
Brussels sprouts.
Me too. Me too. Most underrated vegetable?
I don't know.
Do you feel broccoli? Yep. Food most people should just give up?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. And favourite meal of the day?
Like favourite, like breakfast?
Yeah, breakfast?
Yeah.
Most important meal of the day too. Thank you so much for chatting with us. It's been a real pleasure, and people can follow you online as well. I encourage you to do that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye, Libby.
Bye.
She's great. Yeah, jump online and follow Julia and Libby. Do it.
I need to take some advice from them.
You do.
Big time.
Give up the coke.
Please, hurry up and subscribe. Click the subscribe button. Ava, you've been pushing.
No.
It's so good. Oh, keep pushing. Just click subscribe. Otherwise, we're going to be here the whole time.